Hello, hello, good evening. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm back again with Blueprints. If it's Monday, it's gotta be Blueprints. So we're gonna take a few minutes, put the word out on the socials, and start in about like 5 minutes after the ad break's over. Buddy, Alex, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good night. Hey, life is just funny like that. I promise I had no idea you were talking with your man, okay? Alright, while we wait things out, let's actually continue so we don't have to wait for the loading thing. Yeah, I'm good. I hope you are too. This will be a nice palate cleanser before I do more shoot and order tomorrow and Wednesday. Nice, that's being productive. I also did laundry today. All right, and there is the ad break. I'll resume the game in 3 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. Sometimes you just get lucky like that. Aw, that's lovely. That's so cool. Alley 18, thank you for the lurk. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good night. Oh, I'm just waiting on an ad break before I continue. So wait, she may be an ads. Oh yeah, no worries. Eliza, welcome in. I'm glad you could make it. All right, we are officially out of ads, so let's continue. So we're gonna do things just a little bit differently than I've been doing them before. Full disclosure, I have I did look up a guide because I wanted to know. Shit. Well, this is not good. Um, all right. I know what room I need to draft out of this particular part of the house. Oh, damn. May 15th. Yeah, you definitely have been busy. I can understand you being tired. Anyways, as I was saying, I know what I need that room to be in order to get to the minecart. So, I have looked up a guide. Um, so, the TLDR is I need. Well, I don't just need a. I need to draft a tomb in the outside room of the house. And I'll need to look at the stained glass windows in the chapel at least once. Welcome back, Alex. Because the information on those is a key to the puzzle in the tomb that will basically help me get to the oh yeah, I'm lactose intolerant too. That will basically help me get to the minecart from behind and remove it. Alright. A false box contains the gems. Let's see. Nope, not that one. So then it's this one. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Uh, I may not have mentioned it. Alright, whatever. We'll go with the spare room. Alright, we got a chapel. This is what I needed. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take screenshots. I'm gonna take pictures of the screen here. This might have been the first time you mentioned it, Alex. Yeah, me too. Yeah, same for me, the whole 40 years of my life. I mean, I think it's better now because there are a lot of products out there that are made intentionally lactose free, a lot more than when I was a kid. Plus, there's like lactate pills that you can take that can help you digest it. All right, so I got pictures. I have good quality pictures of all the stained glass windows. Ooh, that's rough. I'm so sorry. So, with that, I'm going to do something very unusual here. I'm going to call it a day. And until I can draft the tomb outside, I'm just going to keep, I will keep letting time pass. Well, I'm glad it's rare for you, Alex. Me too. All right, back to the outer room. It's weird. Well, I mean, look, I think majority of the people in the world are lactose intolerant. And again, calling it a day. No tomb. Yeah, those are fan faves. Everybody loves Wisconsin cheese, and everybody loves pizza. All right, show me potato salad. There we go. We got the room that we wanted. All right, so we do. It is pretty cool. Unless you're really me talking on a different account. I'm just kidding. Me and Alex are separate people. All right. Good. I did my job right. Okay, so this one. Did I do that right? Let me see. Alright, gonna go full screen for a bit. Glad I could help. Alright. No, that's actually... Alright. Do not touch that one. There's a puzzle involving the statues in here. And if I can figure that out... If I can figure that out, I can get back into the basement from this side. Yeah, that was a fun clip. Oh, wait, what is this? Open only in the event of my death. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all of the picturesque plaques of this grand estate. And of all the picturesque plaques of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid into rest. And there's some... And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father, and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say that there's no stranger bond of servitude than tradition. And family tradition? Thrice is strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and proposals of yours will be satisfied upon the family bond of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add to another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. In our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life for the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds the trunk. A perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grove. Man. That's a loaded one. I don't think... I like the fire types. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this senseless hollow? And if by morbid example the dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls, panels, plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you of strength to bend, if not break these chains, then I would cherish this too more than... oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to free this Welsh... Yeah. to treat this sculpture as hallowed ground, to realize the grand gestures can be effective as they are architecture, and in turn, as recompense for the freedom they have this granted you, commit yourself to be buried here, here within the mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, do inspire the next generation that follows in your footsteps. As is tradition, Herbert Sinclair. So this is where Herbert has been buried. Ah. Yeah, I could never get into card games myself. I tried, but I just wasn't good at it. Okay. So, wait, why am I here? Okay. Nice. That sounds like fun times. So, I need to find. Alright, I need to. Okay, this looks like the number one statue in there. So, I think. Lower that one. Now, what's number two? It looks like it has a chef's hat and like one of those things you'd use in like a wooden oven, like one of those wooden things you'd use to bake a pizza in a wooden oven. Uno was fun too. Oh yeah, I loved Uno as a kid. Tried to play it online a few times as an adult, but well, Uno is unplayable, at least for me. Nope, that's not it. Oh, Mad Magazine, that's crazy. I think I just remember a Sesame Street themed one from when I was a kid. Oh no, wait. That actually looks more like number one. So what was the one that I did get wrong? Alright, yeah, this may have been a mistake. Bingo, chef's hat. All right, that looks like number two. All right, yeah, I'll check my Discord after stream. Don't worry. Um, all right, that's number two. That appears to be statue number two, a chef's hat. So, number three, oh, is holding a rake. I may have actually wrongfully put that one back up. I'm glad I met you too, Alex. Nothing. Okay. All right, I'm going around in circles. Fuck. Okay, there it is. There it is. That's three. What's number four? All right, four appears to be holding something that looks like a feather duster. That's a broom. Ooh, coins. What does it say here? Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. The floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? Nah, you're good, Alex. You ain't cheesy. Come on, where's the feather duster? No, I do not want to be back here. Fucking hell. Bingo. Alright, what is five? Alright, five is holding a broom. There we are. And what's number six? Six appears to be holding something that looks like a golf club. Or a riding crop. I'm not sure. Yeah, dead end. Yep, I just now saw what they did there. All right, that's okay. I think that's six. That looks like the number six painting. Okay, seven has the crown and scepter. Okay, we've been passing that all night. Ooh, I'm sorry about that, Alex. You all right? Did we do it right? Oh, bingo. Look at that, a Grim Reaper, and we got another piece of the underground map. I think. All right, well, I can't pocket it. This says to go through here, but what else do I do in here? There has to be something to interact with here. Oh, right. Okay, stupid me. Oof. Bad drinks. You're supposed to be loyal to Alex. I swear, like the weirdest thing that's happened to me is laughing while drinking and it comes out of your nose. All right, here we go. And look at this, folks. The mine cart. And at least I know it will stay here. But first things first, I do want to push it forward. I do want to check out what this room is over here. Okay, so this leads back to the gear. All right. This is basically the other side. It didn't really hurt, it just felt uncomfortable. And then one time it happened when I wasn't laughing at all. I have no explanation for it. Oh we got an upgrade disc. Does that mean that there's a computer down here to use? Alright. But if anything, this is good progress. This is what we wanted to have happen. Because now, even if I have to call it a day, or do I? This is looking familiar. Oh no, wait. We can't get through here. This place is flooded. I would need a pool and pump room. Fuck. Oh my god. I do not yet know, but... Alright. Okay, so this is like the other end of the reservoir. And of course, I can't just swim out to the boat and just paddle my way across. No, that would be easy, and this game is not intended to be easy. Alright. We're going to call it a day. This is fine. We just have to get to the basement through the elevator. We just have to get to the foundation. And since there's no hard time limit, I can take as many days as I need to until I get the floor plans I need that will get me into the foundation. Alright. Bedroom. Alright, a pantry. Um, looked for work. Nothing really special. Alright. Gotta be a den. Alright. So, I guess first thing is we'll go right. And I guess I'll draft the spare room here. Alright, we definitely want the parlor here. Yep. Jobs are the worst. Alright. Coin purse. The white box is true. The other two boxes are false. The other two boxes are empty. Nope. What about this one? Alright. Bob's your uncle. Alright. Back in the courtyard. We'll take a sledgehammer if we need to. Bingo. Got a hallway. And the elevator is here. So let's go back. We can at least finish the gear puzzle. I don't know if I'll need to drain the water. I hope I don't have to, but knowing this game, that could be how it plays out. Alright, here's where we go from here. Yeah, because we might have to, because it looks like these stairs go down from here. So, through the mansion and try to find the pool and pump rooms. Uh, yeah, I mostly have. Like, honestly, Kadaka does not hold back. So it definitely does take some time. Like, it took me a good long while to process the ending of Danganronpa. Alright. Alright, so this is a full underground map. Alright, wait, so I may have to rotate it at the beginning again. Nice. What game were you playing? Alright, alright, alright. So... Alright, this is still like this. That's okay. Because we moved the mine carts. I understand now. Let's see what this does. Bingo! Oh, nice. That sounds really cool. Sounds very cozy. All right. And look at that, chat. We are on the other side of this. But before I go through, I want to turn this other ledge here and see what that what this gets me. Nothing. Another dead end. Well, okay. Now we know. Alright. We're in the underpass. And we are in the inner sanctum. Oh. Okay. I'm glad. Hey, I'm honored you spend your final hour here, man. Does that lever stay up? Because that is the final. That is the room at the back of the antechamber. I need to know this before I do anything. All right. So the answer is no. But that is our first glimpse. That is our first glimpse at the end of the game here. Mushy, thank you for the resub and the 6 months. You are too kind, my friend. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good night. We're getting ever so closer to the end of this game. This lever right here opens the door at the back of the antechamber. Should I? You know what? Fuck it. Let's make our way back and try it. I got nothing to lose. I got plenty of steps. Pragmata. You're liking Pragmata? Yeah, I played the demo of that. It's really fun. But I'm very angry at that we have AI generated art in the game. You know, what with Diana drawing and all. Yeah, they really went all out with the realism for Pragmata. Ooh, I gotta go look in your Discord now, Mushy. I have steps to spare, so we will go back. If I can just figure out how to navigate. All right, there's the door. I don't need to do anything else. Yeah, Mushy is a really good painter. Alright, so I can't go through that door in the foundation, but... we'll draft a boudoir. And of course it's locked. Come on, game, do not do this to me. Don't do this to me. I am begging you, please, please don't. Stop dangling the ultimate success. Shit, I went the wrong way. I have to go back down to the parlor. Oh, what? This game? I've restarted. Every time you call it a day, the mansion resets. So I have restarted 60 times. Alright. I will draft a West Wing Hall. Yeah. I mean, hey, this is a roguelite. Everything is randomly generated. Wait. Wait, why does it say you subscribed again? Alright, that's weird. OBS, Streamlabs do be acting up. Yeah, no, we're getting close. Oh no. Am I due? Oh no, oh no. Gotta go to the delivery room. Ah, okay, I see. You used your Prime sub. Thank you. Alright, what do I use? Alright. Alright, we'll use a closet. Dice and a key. Very good. Okay. If this happens, and it probably will not happen on this run, we are going to be cutting it very close. Alright. Alright. Damn it, not another locked door. Please give me something that... Alright, we'll go with the observatory. Alright, 5 gems, very nice. And an additional key. Thank you, game. Alright, we can afford to draft a security room. Alright, low and offline mode unlocked. You got rid of Blurp? Haha. And Corman and Eric. Oh, that's funny. This game is really nice. It's brutal, but still fun. Alright. Laboratory. Has to be a laboratory. You know what? Fuck it. I need to see if there's a room. Alright, we'll take the kitchen. We'll take the kitchen. I need the steps. Yeah, of course I don't have enough. Fuck. Another locked door. Yeah, it's kind of like a deck builder type thing. Like, you basically... Shh. Wait. I need to resize this. Oh my fucking god. I am so sorry, people. Yeah, that's probably by design. Okay. My bad, people. I am so sorry. This was... I forgot to resize this. So, this is gonna be a really embarrassing VOD. Okay. Alright, I absolutely need a dining room. Because I need to replenish my steps. Oh, wait, but... the rank is not high enough, so... fuck me. I should have drafted... probably should have drafted a pool. Oh, God. This is what I get for playing in full screen. And... we are not entering the antechamber on day 61. I can say that with absolute certainty. I probably should have drafted a pool room. So so I could have potentially drafted the pump room. My voice became God. I do like Clue. I assume you mean like the board game? Yeah, I used to love it as a kid. Why do you ask? Alright. Yeah, no, it's... I can't even get back to the entrance hall without running out of steps. Yeah, there's a version of it on Steam. Oh my god, you haven't seen the movie with Tim Curry? Oh my god, it's so good. I love that movie. Alright, we have to call it a day. Yeah, it's just one room at a time. So, obviously... Alright, we have an ad break. So I'm gonna stop playing for a bit and just sort of jab here. We've made some good progress. The real challenge is going to be unlocking the antechamber, getting a route to the antechamber, and unlocking room 46, the room at the back. That is going to be... Basically, as I'm going through all of this in my head right now, that feels like it's a logistical nightmare. But at least I don't need anything else from the shed. I'm glad that there are upgrades in Wasteland Bites. Oh, no. The more... I feel like that's the kind of game where you definitely need upgrades. You need to fortify yourself. Unless you want to challenge yourself, because I'm sure there are people who do that. Good night, Alex. Thank you for coming in. I hope you rest well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Ah. Yeah, sometimes you do have to take your time. I've been playing this game, this game I've been playing for, this is like the 12th week I've been playing this game. Yeah, no, I was watching you play it last week. You were definitely frustrated at times. Yeah, I know. It looked like FNAF in a food cart with, all the shit you had to do to, save them off. So, the good news is I have a clear path to that lever. What I need to do is guarantee myself a path to the antechamber. Oh, this is new. An allowance. So, basically, what I need a clear route to the Foundation. I need to open at least one door to the antechamber and have a route that will let me get through that door. I need to get. Then I need. My question is, do I go to the Foundation first? It sounds like it's practical to do that. So, I guess we'll just figure things out as I go. I'll go with the parlor. What do we have here today? This box is empty. The box with a false statement is empty. There are 2 false statements. Nope. Alright, let's try this one. Ah, fucking hell. Alright, we'll take the Nook. And you know what? We'll go with the billiard room. Alright, 14, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, 11. No, this is subtraction. 8 times 1 is 8, divided by 4 is 2. 4. Do I have a negative number right now? That would be negative 3 times 2, 6? No. Alright, yeah, I figured. Yeah, sometimes you just get lucky. Alright. 36. 9 times 4 is 36. Minus 20 is 16. Alright, we got us a key card. Anything over here? No. Alright, West Wing Hall. Yeah, I'm good at this. Alright. Alright, we'll draft a spare room here. Alright. It's gotta be chapel. And all right, we're gonna have to draft a pantry here. All right, we'll take the bedroom. Nothing else appears to be in the bedroom today. Den. Definitely a den. I'll use key to unlock this one, and is this game kidding me? Looks like we are back to the same old RNG bullshit. Alright, we'll take this. We'll buy a gem. And we'll take the observatory. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully we can draft a green room. And alright, key and a shovel. I can double back to the West Wing Hall. Alright, corridor. And this is officially a dead end. If I can't get into the basement, I can't call it a day. And I think I'm gonna have to call the stream because I'm really starting to feel a headache come on. So this is where I'm gonna call it. We made some good progress today. I definitely see a path to the end. I just have to figure out how I'm going to get there. So we'll do this again next Monday. I'm sorry for the short stream. My head is telling me I need to stop. So we'll do this again next week. Thank you, Mushy. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for subbing. Eliza, always a pleasure to see you on here. So yeah, I'm not gonna raid out or anything. I'm just gonna call it here. Thanks for everyone watching. I'll be back tomorrow with Shoot and Order. But no, I feel good about how the progress I've made tonight. We are definitely on our way to the end.